We're going to read Disney's Mickey Mouse Adventures, and we are going to read Mickey's Fire Truck. Mickey and the Fire Truck. All right. "Let's paint stripes on that old engine," Huey exclaimed. Mickey Mouse laughed. "Hold it," he said. "We still want it to look like a fire truck." Mickey and the boys were on their way to the fire station. They had offered to decorate an antique fire truck for the Town Day Parade the next day. "Uncle Donald is working on a top-secret parade float," said Louie. "He won't let us see it." Oh, don't worry," Mickey answered. "Our fine old truck will be the pride of the parade." Mickey and the others arrived just in time to see their friend Goofy slide down the brass pole in the middle of the fire station. "Ahoy, gang," said Goofy. "Oh, Goofy is a junior volunteer just like me," Mickey told the boys as he leaned over to pat the friendly Dalmatian. "This is Freckles, the fire station's mascot." "Well, here's our parade engine," Goofy grinned as he led the boys to an old-fashioned pumper truck. "Isn't she a beauty?" Mickey started polishing the truck while Goofy and the boys went to work on the decorations. "Does this fire truck still work?" asked one of the boys. Mickey nodded. "Yes, it works, but it's not as fast or powerful as the new engines. Now, we just use it for parades." "It must be hard work being a firefighter," Louie said. "Oh, it sure is," Goofy responded proudly. "Do you remember when the big hotel caught fire? We had to rescue about 20 people. I even saved Mrs. Porter's parakeet." "Oh, gosh, Goofy," said Mickey. "If I remember right, the regular firefighters rescued the parakeet. They just gave it to you to hold." "But I was a big help," Goofy insisted. "I went and found Mrs. Porter and gave her back her bird." "I'll tell you another story," Goofy said to the boys. "A couple of years ago, there was a big fire in the park outside town. We had to save the woods from being burnt to the ground," Goofy said proudly. "Oh, I remember that night," said Mickey. "It was cold, and you and I handed out blankets. I don't remember anything else." Goofy looked embarrassed and didn't say anything else. They finished decorating the fire truck and headed home. All of them were looking forward to the big parade the next day. The following day, the whole town turned out to watch the parade. The antique truck led the way with Mickey at the wheel. The boys were allowed to ride in the back with Goofy. "We're going to win the blue ribbon for the best parade entry," said Huey. "Uncle Donald's float doesn't have a chance." Donald's float was just behind the fire truck. He had mounted a spaceship on his old pickup truck. "Hey, Donald," someone called from the crowd. "Is that a real rocket ship?" "Almost," Donald answered proudly. "Get a good look. My float is going to send the judges to the moon." Donald drove his wobbly rocket on down the street, sparks flying everywhere. Suddenly, the rocket caught fire, and within seconds, the whole float was in flames. "Help!" squawked Donald. "Fire!" "Oh, I'll save you!" Goofy cried. As Mickey pulled to a stop, Goofy grabbed one of the old truck's hoses and hooked it to a nearby fire hydrant, and then he began spraying Donald's float with water. Before long, the fire was completely out. Goofy was a hero at last. During the award ceremony after the parade, the mayor asked him to come forward. "Goofy, I'd like you to accept this blue ribbon with our thanks," said the mayor.
You were very brave today, and in fact, you're the bravest junior volunteer who ever held a hose.
And that is the end of our story. Good night. I love you.